Sagittarius, hello and welcome into Soulflower Tarot for your general reading for the month of July, the 1st through the 15th. This is for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Hope you're well. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so. Let's see what else. I apologize for not doing the latter half, and I've got a lot of Saggies as subscribers, so I especially wanted to say this to you all. I do apologize for not putting up the end of June. I was traveling, and then I became sick almost immediately upon coming home, and I'm still kind of getting over that right now. So I'm trying to surge forward in the readings. I have spent a lot of time just shuffling my cards and my decks and getting in touch with Spirit about any changes that should be made throughout the readings. And one of the things that I've gotten is you need to spend more time. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm really trying to dissect the cards. This has nothing to do with you. It's been a little bit of my own insecurities at times. And Spirit's saying it's time. You know, it's time to really dissect. You know what you're doing. You know what you're talking about. You've got Spirit, guides, angels in the universe behind you. So surge forward, Soulflower. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to do Saggy now, and then I will pick up on the other signs tomorrow. All right. So I started with Cancer because it's Cancerian season, birthdays. So that's where I started. All right, we're going to get started pulling some oracle cards for you first. This is the Denise Lynn Oracle, so we'll start with that. Then I'm going to use Angel Oracles and the Quantum Oracles. See what message Spirit guides universe that you want for Sagittarius, right? For the 1st through the 15th of July. Hey guys, I hope you're traveling. I hope you're having a great summer. I hope everybody's well. Enjoying this great summer season. All right, Saggy, let's see what the angels have here. I like that first oracle for you. Joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. That's good. All right, let's see what the angels have. Move. Thank you. Holy love. Woo! I like that. All right, now the Quantum Oracle. Wow. My last reading of the day, Sag. So far, I'm loving it. I've already pre-shuffled the decks, as you know. Wow. Okay, these cards want to talk to you, so where'd it go? There it is. Okay, Sagittarius. Goodness sake. All right, what's going on with you guys? Joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Beautiful. Beautiful. Open your heart. We've been talking a lot about chakra work through some of the other signs. So I'm going to say that to you. You may want to do some heart chakra work the 1st of July too. Holy love. Wow. Now, when I see holy love, this can also be self-love, love of Spirit, love of God, the universe, whatever you hold holy, right? Love it. That also includes self-love, because what we know is if you don't love yourself, you can't love anything else, not even holy, can you? You know, you were given this earth suit to take care of. You know, you're a spirit inside that earth suit. So love yourself. And that's holy love also. Okay? I like it. It's pure. Pure. Unconditional love, I'm hearing. Yeah. Yeah, holy love is pure, unconditional love. And then you've got the Sacred Temple, which is a card of Spirit. So, Saggy, for the 1st of July, you've definitely got Spirit in your corner. There's no doubt in my mind. Spirit is working on your behalf the 1st of July. I still am going to that heart chakra. Make sure that that's fully opened. You may want to do some work on your chakras. That came out in a lot of the readings for the 1st of July. All right, let's pull some tarot. We're going to do a Celtic cross. Lots of information in the Celtic cross. So, spirit guides, angels, and universe, please give me 10 cards for the sign of Sagittarius for the 1st of July through the 15th, please. 9 more cards. What do you want them to know? Hang on a second. All right. 6 more cards. Spirit guides, angels, and universe. What do you want Saggy to... Whoa. Okay. Two more cards, please, for Sagittarius. 2 more cards. Thank you. All right. All right, Sag. So as a quick review, holy love, sacred temple, and joy and delight. Wow. All right, your situation is 9 of Swords. You're feeling overall a sense of loss. You're feeling saddened by something that has either walked out of your life, left your life. And I think that's why these cards are here. Because Spirit is saying that in this loss, you're going to stand up from it, and there's going to be a gain for you, okay? There's going to be a new beginning. We have to kind of put things down in order to start something new. So in order for the 10 to come in, which is the 1 and the 0, which is a new beginning, you've got to kind of feel the pain a little bit, is what I'm hearing. You've got to kind of sit and wallow in it a little bit. You can't escape from it. You can't run from it. You can't hide from it. You can't self-medicate. Wow, that just came from nowhere. So if you're taking some kind of drugs or alcohol or something to try to numb this pain, Spirit is saying do not do that. You need to sit in it and feel it, Sagittarius. What could be blocking you from this is the Queen of Cups, just being overly emotional, right? Or a sense of denial, right? Trying to deny that this hurts. You know, Sagittarius, they don't do well with pain and hurt. I was married to a Sagittarius for a very long time, right? They just don't do well with it, all right? But the universe is saying, and you've got this spiritual help coming in. Kind of, and some other sign had this that I've read, and I don't remember who now. But sometimes when you're hurting and you're having to sit in it and feel it, know that it's for your best good. It's hard to see it when you're feeling like this. But if you add a little joy and delight to it and know that the spirit realm is behind you in this, I mean, you've got angelic protection, you've got the sacred temple and holy love. Love yourself enough to stand up from this. Put a little joy in it and know that Spirit's got your back, but it's something that you have to go through, Sag. Okay? So don't get over emotional about it, or don't hide your emotions. Really sink into it and feel it. What's at the foundation of this is the King of Swords. So you're really using that wisdom, old experiences, lots of wisdom here. Lots of wisdom is at the foundation of this. So using that, I think you're going to be able to stand up from that pain, that sense of loss, a lot faster. You know, some of us have to reel back to previous experiences and see how we made it out when we didn't think we were going to. that type of thing, right? So the wisdom here and experience, I keep hearing. In your recent past, you've got the Two of Pentacles. You're trying to balance something out. You felt very out of balance with something. You kind of got that light and the dark, the yin and the yang, the good and the bad, the happy and the sad. And you're trying to really get that balanced. And that's in your recent past. Remember that this is your foundation. That's your far past. So I think it all started here with that King of Swords, thinking about what I need to do to get out of this. And in your recent past, you knew you were out of balance and you needed to begin there. In your crowning position, you have the Lovers. And with that holy love being there, this is going to be the likely outcome when you stand up from this heartache. I think you've got someone coming in. It could be a soulmate or a twin flame that's going to help you through this rough patch. But you've got to love yourself first, right? The holy love. The sacred temple's there to help. Be joyful and delightful, even in the pain. And when you stand up, you're going to run into a soulmate or a twin flame. And that's going to help you guide yourself out of this and through something new, something happier. Yeah, definitely. But I need you to know, and I'm hearing this very clearly, this will not happen without love for spirit, without love for yourself. You can't be in this kind of energy and love yourself. You can't be. You have to feel this sometimes. You know, like I said before, and all the loss I've had, you know, I speak from a bit of experience here. You know, I tried to self-medicate. You know, I tried to run from the pain. I tried to run from the grief and the death that I faced from, you know, my Sagittarian husband, you know, and he left me at 39, you know, and I took off. I ran. I took my kids and I took off. And when I arrived at my destination, the pain was still there. I didn't leave it. It was waiting for me. So I think you need to know that, Saggy. And what I've learned over the years is, and especially during the death of my second husband, you know, followed by the death, you know, my father died 8 weeks previous to him. I mean, you know, it makes my own head reel, and I went through it. It was hard for other people to look at. And I did try to self-medicate at first, and I realized that with the first death, that didn't do anything but set me back 20 years. It didn't help. So this time, I didn't do that. I allowed myself to sit in the pain. I allowed myself to pray and meditate and get spiritual about things and learn how to help myself. And I think that's where the sacred temple comes in for you, Saggy. You need to feel it. It will pass quicker once you allow yourself to feel it. Don't get yourself, you know, tied up, overly emotional, you know, catastrophizing everything, right? Romanticizing. Don't do it. It won't serve you. I promise. What happens, happens, and it's meant to happen on a spirit level. It's nothing you did. It's nothing that could have been prevented, right? So love yourself so that more love can come your way, okay? Sacred temple, that just means that the spirit realm is working with you When you actually, and I've told this on the channel before, I was part of the Imagine group with Yoko Ono many years ago. I would say 10, 11 years ago, when she had the Imagine group, and she spoke to me directly about the deaths that I had faced and how she overcame the death of her husband, John Lennon. And one of the things, and she sent me a Huffington Post article that she wrote that was entitled Smile. And she sent me that article, and she wrote me a note that went with it that said, you know, even when you don't feel like it, even when everything from the core of your being just hurts and it's grieving and it's sad, you put on a smile, because it's going to change your chemistry. It's going to change your brain chemistry. It changes your spiritual chemistry, right? And it does. It really does. So I think during this hurt, during this sadness, during this grief, whatever this is, smile through it. Joy will come through. Endorphins will fire from a simple smile. You know, turn that frown upside down. It sounds so silly, but it's so true. And that's one of the ways in this second horrific phase that I've been through that I got through it. And she told me this even before the death of my second husband. He had not passed yet. My father had not passed yet. I was still reeling from the intensity of the death of my husband, the father of my children. And I was still trying to find help and relief from that. Even in a second marriage that happened 8 years later. Okay? So it really played out when, you know, my dad passed, and then 8 weeks later my husband died of a heart attack. Okay? And I smiled a lot when I didn't want to. And it did change. And you don't ever over these things, but you learn how to coexist. And you learn how to subdue some of the pain by something as simple as just smiling. And it works. So I'm going to recommend that for you, Saggy, and whatever this is. You've got the universe on your side. And use that unconditional love for yourself, too. It's going to be very important. In your immediate future is the Queen of Pentacles. You're going to come through this okay. You're going to hold what's near and dear very close to your heart. And the Queen of Pentacles represents to me, you know, she's very independent. She doesn't really need anyone or anything else. And I think you have to kind of reach the status in order to be a healthy person in a new romance or a new friendship or whatever this Lover's card is, right? And you're going to do it because that's in your immediate future. This is in your crowning position, right? So you've got the Queen of Pentacles energy working in your favor in the immediate future. I like that for you. All right, your true feelings about all this is the Page of Cups. Yeah, you're reminiscing about what was a lot. So I think a lot of this is reeling back, maybe to a happier time. Sometimes I like to look at this card as, you know, going back to that inner child where that strength used to lie. It can also be a past person coming in, or you could be feeling the person that you lost. And I am feeling that it is a person that you lost, Saggy. Okay? So a lot of emphasis has been put on that. You know, when we lose someone, we do have a tendency, like I said, to romanticize them. You know, it can be, it could be a marriage where, you know, the first half of the marriage was beautiful. You know, everything was wonderful. You both were on the same page. You worked together. And then the second half of the marriage, shit started falling apart for whatever reason, right? And it wasn't as pleasant as the beginning. But when the person passes, all of a sudden, you forget all of the bad. You don't even entertain thoughts of the bad because you romanticize that person. And you do reel back and you reminisce on what was. But you're not thinking about what was bad because that will help you get through it. But if you romanticize the person, you can even create scenarios that aren't even real about how wonderful this person was and how loving the situation was. And it could be that maybe it was true at one time, but maybe it was not all the way through, right? So be very, very aware of that. Because remember, that's in where your true feelings lie. So you could be romanticizing a little bit. And then when I talk about catastrophizing something, sometimes you just look at things much worse than they really need to be. I'm not saying it's not bad. That's bad. Okay? There's nothing good about this. And I'm certainly not lessening this at all. But don't turn it into some kind of catastrophe. You know, life and death happen. We're born on a given day and we're going out on a given day. And that's my belief. And everything that I've seen and what I've witnessed, and when I say I've witnessed the death, I've witnessed them. And there's nothing that could have stopped them. There's nothing that could have prevented them. Even when prevention was being offered up, it was rejected, if not by the person, by the universe. Because it's something that was meant to be. It was something that was already written long before we ever were here, right? All right, Saggy. Outside influences. Outside influences is the devil. Okay? You're being tethered to this past. You're being tethered to the loss. You're fearful to move forward. You could be, with this devil showing up, as I said earlier, this is also a sign of abuse of drugs, abuse of alcohol. You might be self-medicating, which can hinder your progress. Do not do it. Sit in this pain. Get rid of this. That's what's an outside influence. That outside influence must go. It has to go. It's going to be hard to let that go. When you go through this, you want to numb yourself. The pain sometimes is so great. And unless you've been through this, you can say it all day long to someone who hasn't experienced it and they'll never understand it. And good for them. Good for them. I would never wish this on anyone. But make sure that as you're going through this and with a holy love there, you're not loving yourself. If you're fearing something, you're not loving yourself. If you're abusing drugs or alcohol, you need to reach out to the sacred temple and pray your way out of this mess. Meditate your way out of it. This is no help to you. I could slash the head right off that thing. I've faced it so many times in my life. It doesn't scare me anymore. I could face it eyeball to eyeball and have. And that's what you need to do. You need to look it right in the eye and blow it away because there's no strength there. It's like a feather. There's nothing strong there. Right? Get rid of it. Get rid of it. And I'm thinking that somehow you're self-medicating this pain away. Yeah. You've got to use your smiles. Use your strength. Find something that you delight in. Find something that gives you joy. And really focus in on that. Really focus in on that. And I can also tell you that if you've got this going on, that's not going to happen. Even if something like this came in while you're drugging and drinking, it's not going to be authentic. It's just going to be another form of pain. It may look good at first, but if you're doing this, that's not authentic. This right here is going to come from that. Again, experience. I think sometimes, people go through certain things so that we can come to the forefront to help others. I know others have helped me that have been through things before me that I've had to reach out for or grab onto, like, okay, if this person did it, I can do it too. And Saggy, I think that's what you need to do. My heart goes out. I feel emotional even doing this and talking about this. Page of Pentacles, that's what's hidden. You are going to take what's valuable to you and hold on really, really tight to it. Whether it's family, whether it's friends, whatever it is that gives you strength, whatever it is that you hold valuable, right? And with the page, it's kind of a new youthful type of an energy. It's okay to go there. Put away that catastrophe. Put away that romanticizing, right? And go find something that you love and hold on really tight to it while you sit in the pain of whatever it is that has hurt you so badly. And you will come out on the other side much better for it. Yes. Okay, the overall outcome and how this thing will play out if you do these things that Spirit, the universe is telling you to do, especially get rid of this thing. Okay? Get rid of that thing. It's easy to get rid of. There is absolutely no strength in that. None. It is nothing to fear. Absolutely nothing to fear. Okay? It is weak. It is like a gnat. A gnat. Flick it. One flick of a gnat and you kill it, right? That's all this thing is. It looks big and bad. It's not. It's not. Especially if you look it in the eye. And I think you may have to do that, Sag. Your outcome overall is the Fool. And what that tells me as your outcome is you are going to take a leap of faith. I really feel, Saggy, that you're going to come through this. If you listen to this message coming directly from, and as I pulled those oracles, this is coming from the heavens to say, you're going to be okay, right? Get yourself in prayer time and meditation time. Love yourself and all the things that are important to you. Put a smile on your face and find things that bring you joy and delight. That's going to carry you through while you sit in that painful place of loss. While you're sitting here. Okay? Whew, okay, I gotta breathe. I feel the heaviness. I've been there before, so it's coming through loud and clear. All right, Sag. I'm just going to say smile. That's the beginning of where you need to go, okay? And that's going to help you unravel and unroll some of these other things. I am going to say, too, one more time, make sure that there's no substance abuse going on, because that won't help. It's like a Band-Aid, okay? It's very temporary. All right, I love you all. I hope this helped. Lots and lots of love. Take care, Sag.